పాత కష్టం కోర్టు అంతే సండే బాగుంది. సరే పర్వాలేదు, కొంచెం తగ్గుతుంది ఈ వారం. మొన్న దాకా బాగుంది అని అది ఏమో అంత రష్లో ఈ కరోనాకి అంతే కదా, అక్కడ రష్ ఏమో చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఎఫెక్ట్ పెద్దగా లేదంటున్నారు కానీ లేదు తెచ్చుకోవడం ఎందుకు లేదు, గంట పడుతుంది, గంట పైన పడుతుంది. అది లేదు, ఇంట్లో మొబైల్ తీసుకెళ్ళాలి.
రాధిక మ్యామ్ మ్యూట్ చేయాలందరినీ.
ఆఫీస్లో ఉంటాయి.
Radhika, make me host.
Rajeshwari, you can start.
Good evening, everyone. Life doesn't make any sense without interdependence. We need each other, and the sooner we learn that, the better for us all. As said by Erik Erikson, we need to help each and everyone among us in the society. Yes, this is the main motto of the Manojagrithi, where Manojagrithi has been established for the same cause. Yes, today we are all here to know what next. Are you confused about what path you have to choose? Or what are the career options do you have for your career? Are these questions are confusing you? Yes, your questions are going to be answered after the end of this session. Welcome to the session, What Next? Yes, what next is always a confusing or chaotic question which arises in everybody's life. But today, after this session, you're going to have a beautiful answers for your questions. Manojagrithi main vision is to create mental health awareness and prevention of mental health issues for a healthy nation with a value system. And our mission is helping people to help themselves through group and individual counseling, creating awareness on mental health through workshops and training. Manojagrithi is an organization with a 10 years of successful service track record as a group of more than 200 dedicated and skilled psychologists and mental health professionals. Yes, this Manojagrithi Foundation has been established by Dr.Geetha Challa ma'am. Yes, Sudisha Counseling Center is a part of Manojagrithi, registered NGO since 2012, working towards creation of mental health awareness. And Sudisha Counseling Center is a group of mental health professionals working under the guidance of Dr. Geetha Challa, counseling psychologist with the support of senior advisory team, counselors team, and technical support team. Sudisha Counseling Center provides various services: individual counseling, adolescent counseling, child and family marriage counseling, special education, children with special needs, geriatric counseling, grief counseling, stress and parenting counseling, career counseling, group counseling, and online counseling also. Geetha Challa ma'am is a postgraduate and MA, M.Sc, MSW, and also doctoral. She has a doctoral degree in a psychology. As a psychologist and personality development trainer, student counselor, academic skill trainer, social worker, early childhood education specialist, motivational speaker, writer, artist, advisor, and mass training coordinator, and founder, director of Manojagrithi. She is also an RCA certified psychologist, certified RE and CBT therapist from Albert Ellis Institute, New York, certified ART therapist and diploma in AT. Geetha Challa ma'am is also associated with the government and non-government departments with a direct and indirect coverage across 25 lakh students. She is also honored by the Karmavira Chakra Puraskar, International Stress Counseling Award, Student Legacy Travel Award, Young Gerontologist Award from Malta, UK, Young Scientist for World Congress Brazil, South America, MAHILA RATNA Ugadi Prathibha International Excellent Achiever Award and Conference. Personally guided and appreciated by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Garu in Youth Empowerment Project Vision 2020. Geetha ma'am, please, we cordially invite you to the session of today's What Next webinar. Welcome, ma'am. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Ma'am is going to be join in a while. Yeah, meanwhile, what are the questions or queries do you have? You can type in the chat box regarding your career options or doubts or queries in the psychology, field of psychology. We request everyone to please switch on your videos. Thank you, sir. Veera sir, thank you so much. And before joining, Geetha ma'am will join. Please wait for a while. Aruna ma'am, are you in meeting?
Yes, Rajeshwari.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll introduce Aruna ma'am. Mrs. Aruna Reddy. She's a MA Psychology and she is pursuing a PhD in Psychology. And currently, she is working for a wellness coach for Accenture and Google as a client. And she has been associated with Manojagrithi more than 6 years. And ma'am, welcome ma'am. Please give your experiences and your words for today's session. Welcome ma'am.
Thank you, Rajeshwari. Good evening, all the budding psychologists. So, I am Aruna, counseling psychologist associated with Manojagrithi since 10 years. The journey, it's been 10 years now, and this journey will continue. So, I have completed my MA Psychology. Previously, I was a teacher, but later I completed psychology, and from since 10 years, I am working as a psychologist. Right now, I'm working with Accenture. Again, the client of Accenture is Google. So I'm right now working with Google company. It's been 2 years. And if I have to speak about careers in psychology, now this psychology is like it's like a it is apparently sold like a hot buns in the hot cakes in the market nowadays, because not only Accenture, Google, there are various other companies who are recruiting psychologists who have postgraduate degree, MPhil, PhD. They are looking for psychologists. Right now, in the company which I'm working, we are around 18 of them, and every now and then there will be recruitment taking place. Okay, like that, all over the world, there are many there is a need of a psychologist right now. So my experience, I'll tell you, like I have been my shift timings are 10 hours per day and 5 days a week. Okay, so the what I do is like 10 hours I work for my Accenture company, and I have that freedom to work practice privately also. So it depends on my patients, how many clients I'm taking after my office hours, and then also weekends also I can utilize.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Welcome, Geetha, ma'am. Thank you, Aruna Reddy, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your wonderful experience with us.
We'll come back to her again.
Yeah, ma'am. We'll come back to you.
So are we done with the introductions?
Yeah, I couldn't find you, but still I completed. Yes, here is the Dr.Geetha Challa, ma'am, who is going to give a wonderful paths for the psychology, because we all have so many unanswered questions. So she is going to give an answer or a direction where we stood in the crossroads. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajeshwari, and thank you, Aruna, madam, for giving a good start, quick start. So hi, good evening, all of you. I can see wonderful faces today again. So today we'll be talking about the career paths. See, generally we have a question. Ma'am, I've done my master's in psychology, MA in psychology, MS in psychology, PhD in psychology, MPhil in psychology, but what next is a very big question mark. What next? What next? Kya karu main? And what next mein kya hota hai? Generally, they keep on, exploring different paths and wasting a lot of time, because we don't know where we fit in. We don't know what is our strength. We don't know what is the right place. Where is the right place? And we keep on roaming around and wasting years together. I have students who are coming in after 6 years, 7 years, 9 years, 10 years also. Okay. So today's webinar is, the main objective is to empower all the students with different parts of psychology. What next? The answer is here right away. So Rajeshwari, let us have a screen share where we have identified more than 20 career paths. one by one we'll be talking about. Then I will come back to our successful stars. We have many people around who have been settled in this field of psychology. Right. So career paths. See, when I say career paths, which path you should take depend on many things. That's a different webinar altogether. But let me start with that. Which path you are taking will be decided by many things about you. Number one, I would say is your passion. Your passion. With whom you want to work with. In which place you want to work with. And your interest lies in which niche. We call it as niche. Niche is the target group whom you want to reach out. The place where you like. That is your niche. So identify that niche. Where do you want to be? And one more thing is your personality. See, if you have a personality wherein you are very sportive, you can, work with people and all those stuff, and you're very confident and you're not sensitive, hospital is the right place. Or a clinical place is the right place. But you yourself has a fear of, death, fear of loss, fear of grief, fear of all these things. And do you think you will be able to sit in a hospital and work with clients who are coming with cancer, 3rd grade, 4th grade and all those stuff? No, it's very tough. And you get many people with, major health issues. You need to handle them. So your personality makes a lot of difference. Your interest and passion is the other one, which really matters a lot when you look for this path. And one more thing I'm talking before we enter this path, because your personality. What is your personality type? Which type you are? If you are very, introverted, who do not speak, your place is different. You can be a center head. You can be a center head. You can be a program director. You can be a project manager. Yes, psychologists are that. I will talk about it. But if you are extrovert, you can work with people. You can go into other sectors. And if you are very, a personality who look for safety always or secured job, look for a government job. Go for a government job. No, ma'am, where is a government job? Chalo, contract mein chale jao, where you have a lot of security, safety. Okay. So if you are a risk-taking person, you be like me. I am the risk-taking personality sitting in front of. Always I take risk. Every moment I take risk. But that risk-taking should be calculating. Calculative risk. We call it as calculative. Don't jump into place where there is a lot of risk for your family and yourself. No. So, there are so many other factors. Your financial status, your age matters, your family background, your needs, your health status. So many things you need to consider while you enter into path. Okay? Chalo. If you have still doubts, you can contact me with all your details. We can have a personal call. We can have a call. Rajita, do you have the link shared in the group right away in the chat? If you share the link in the chat, question wala, let them write their name and their question and book for a help call. Help call, you can call me later or we call you back to talk about your career path personally. I will spend minimum of 15 minutes with each one of you to talk about your career path. You can click the link and write about your question about your career path. Okay, the link is always available in the chat box. Now, coming back. Career paths in psychology. First of all, we have different things here and we will go one by one if I'm right, Rajeshwari. So first of all, we will talk about career options in different, previous job. Let us start with that. Yes. So we'll be talking about education sector, what is available in education sector. We will cover about MNCs. Then we also talk about child and women welfare, women and child welfare department, ready for you. And then we have police department. Nowadays, police department have huge requirement of psychologists, but we don't know where to go. I will tell you where to go. Then we have jobs in health sector, NGO sector, that is service sector. It can be NGO, it can be trust, it can be a small welfare society in a community. They also looking for a consultant psychologist nowadays. And then training sector is a huge sector. I will talk about it. And freelancing. Freelancing, you have a real example today who will be talking to you about the freelancing procedure. Then we have telecounseling. That also I have a live person who will be talking about it, telecounseling. Chalo? Then now, can we move on to the actual, where we can, where counselors can go one by one, we'll take one by one. Number one is hospitals. Number one is hospitals. Government organizations, government hospitals I'm talking about. So now in Telangana, we don't know because my cousin works in health department in Telangana. He says that in Telangana, in PHC, you know PHC? PHCs? What is PHC? Anybody? What is PHC?
Primary health center. Primary healthcare center.
Very good. Primary health center, there are jobs for psychologists. So you go and explore. Health department, government is taking psychologists on contract basis in PHCs, every PHC. Now, that is one thing, hospitals. Not only primary health centers, but major hospitals, big hospitals. I know, I have seen many hospitals where there is a cabin now allotted for the counselors. There is a special cabin. Psychologists are here. Recently, one of our counselor, I think one of our senior counselor went to a hospital where he saw the psychologist and he asked the doctor there, what is the job of this psychologist? Why he is sitting in this cabin? So the head of that hospital, the doctor said, sir, we take care of fractures, we do the surgery, we give the medication, but their psychological fear about surgery, fear about fracture or sustenance after the fracture, how to maintain their esteem will be dealt by the psychologist. So you have a job in hospital. And I will tell you secret also here. Please listen to me. One more secret I'm going to share with you. If there is no post in any hospital, don't just come back. Don't come back, I'm telling you. Please go and meet the main chief doctor of that hospital and explain him what you can do for the hospital. Just ask, sir, I want one cabin, sir. I will sit. These are the areas where you can divert your patient to me. And that is again, they will chat something, they will take something, they will give you something. That is all there always. So hospitals, please go and approach and talk to them about the opportunity to be a psychologist. Okay. Then next opportunity in government we have in women PS. Women PS. Okay. So most of the women PS need a person who will talk to the women who come, the destitute women or the women who come with issues with the husband, issues with the family members or issues with their own mental health. Women PS require a counselor. It is available, but I want you to go and approach them. You have a job. Then we have Bharosa Center. How many of you know Bharosa Center? If you know Bharosa Center, I want you to type yes in the chat box. How many of you know Bharosa Center in Telangana? If you know, just type yes in the chat box. Only 3 of you. If you know, type yes. Very good, very good, very good. Good. Prashant Gaud, Sridevi. Challa. Thank you so much. So now next time we will actually bring people from Bharosa to talk to you in the next webinar. Today we missed out because of some reason. So in Bharosa Center, they have people, professionals from different fields. For example, they have a psychologist, they have a clinical psychologist, counseling psychologist, they have a social worker, they also have a legal, professional who is a lawyer, and inspector is there. For children also they have child, specialist. So Bharosa Center is a center where one-stop center for women in crisis. Bharosa is one-stop center for women in crisis. There are so many opportunities. If you are ready with your skills, if you are ready to face that women and help them skillfully, you can approach Bharosa centers. If you want also, please contact me. Please contact me. I will try to, if at all the job opportunities are there, please don't leave the group. Sneha group is nothing but a friendly network of students of psychology. Can someone type for me in the chat? What do we mean by Sneha, where we are doing these webinars? Sneha is friendly network for the students of psychology. Can I see in the chat box? What is Sneha? Very good, very good. It's a friendly network for students of psychology. Yeah, Ravikant Ravikant is telling that Saki one-stop center also recruiting counselors with psychology background in Telangana. All 33 districts established as like Bharosa. So excellent information, Ravikant. We are coming back to you now. We'll be calling you to share your experience and your inputs for the participants. Thank you for the information. So Bharosa Center is also taking, Saki centers are taking across, and we have one person from Saki. Next time we will be inviting that Saki, person who is heading Saki Center. Next time we'll call that police department wala people. Okay, specifically them. Now welfare officers. Today we have that direct person Ravikant, who will be talking to you after few minutes. Who is a welfare officer or protection officer in one of the district. He is leading a district. He is a leader of a district today. Okay. Challa. So this is all about government department. There are many, but we tried speaking about few today. And specifically, we have webinars on each coming days. We have webinar for careers in police departments to separate. We will work on webinar only to talk about welfare department, something like that. We will be planning in coming future. Now coming to government. Now education organization. Education. See, in education department, education sector, number one is school counselor. Most of us know this, school counselor. But we don't know where actually counselors are really required. I'll tell you the secret. CBSE school requires a counselor. There is a legal, law for them, or there is instruction for them from CBSE that you should have counselor in every school. So wherever you find a CBSE school, please go and approach. Sir, I am a counselor, skillful. I've done my master's, I've done my diploma. I am completely eligible. Please take me. They are ready. So go and approach CBSE schools immediately. You have a job there. And also all the private schools are looking forward for a part-time. So today we have Usha Kandala, who will be sharing her experience of school counselor right after my presentation. Listen to them, and if your friends didn't join yet, please send the Zoom link and ask them to join. We are listening from the right persons in 15 minutes. Now, professors. One more thing I talk about, center head. See, center head, you have preschools. Most of the preschools, the teachers are like intermediate and degree, where they do not know the basics child psychology. They are trained in PPTC, but pre-primary teacher training, 3 months diploma they have, but they are not trained in child psychology. So every preschool is looking for a center head of psychology. Center head who is a child psychologist. It's like counseling psychologist, not specifically child. So if there is a preschool, please approach, please send your resume, talk to them about what you can do. But let me tell you again one more thing. We are not ready. We are not ready what to do there. You go and sit in the chair of a center head. Are we ready? Do we know all the issues of child? Do we know how to counsel a parent? Do we know how to give the behavior modification for a child? Question mark. It's a question mark, no? So we'll work on it later. Then professor and lecturer. Today I could not call her, but again I will invite her. If Nirmala is there, I request her to talk for 1 minute. She is working as a lecturer. She is working as a lecturer in one of the school, +1, +2. So there are jobs, they are hiring you, and we have research assistants in different colleges. where in universities, specifically universities are hiring research assistants. If you go to home science, agriculture university, then you have MAHILA University, Padmavati MAHILA University, SVU, Kakatiya University, most of the universities are hiring research assistants. See, please approach them and try to explore. And a school is taking special educator and a counselor both together. Every school requires both. And actually nowadays people are, so smart. Schools are asking, can we have a special educator who is a counselor also? Can we have a counselor who is a special educator also? So they want 2-in-1 nowadays. So be prepared if it is possible. If you are a special educator, please learn counseling skills. You have a high chance. Counselors becoming special educator is little tough because, handling kids is little tough for us. But a special educator can become a counselor within 6 months. Within 6 months, I'm telling you, just go with a diploma. 6 months, you are equipped with the psychology, basic counseling. Automatically, you will, work in a school. Chalo? Now, if you have any doubts about being a special educator and counselor, if you have any doubts about being a special educator and counselor, or if you are a counselor, want to become special educator, please type your name, your contact number in the chat box that is given, the link given by Ms. Rajita. Next slide. We will take the questions at the end, Andy. Please have your questions with you. We will have a Q&A session at the end. Then we have corporate sector, MNCs. Nowadays, they are not calling psychologists. They are not calling counselors. Nicely, they are calling wellness coach. Your name is wellness coach. We have 2 wellness coach today who will be talking to you, right? Then, yeah. Yes, definitely. You need to write your question in the chat box, given question, the questionnaire given in the chat box. Please write your name, contact number, and write your question in the chat box. I will give you a help call of 15 minutes after this webinar. So wellness coaches are there in MNCs. We have one person from Reddy's Lab today. We have one from the Accenture. So there are so many people who are working as wellness coaches. And lifestyle coaches also. See, today the name coach is becoming very famous. If you're talking, naming yourself as a coach, you are paid more than person who are called counselor. So that's again one more secret. Let us work on it later. Now, next, Rajeshwari. Beautiful sector. I would say NGO sector, because every person want to do some service at the end of their, life. Last part, after 60 years, I want to do service for the society. This is a normal saying of many people. But if you are working in an NGO, you are working and you are serving, both you are doing. So what I'm doing today? See, I'm doing my service, I'm earning my livelihood through counseling. All my counselors are doing same. So if you want to work in an NGO sector, you want to know more about NGOs working in Telangana. Andhra, little bit of less knowledge I have right now. But in Telangana, if you want to understand about the NGOs, please send your question in the chat box, because I am already into NGO sector since 25 years. My service is not MNC only. My service is not schools. My entire service is into NGOs only. I worked in different NGOs. So we have people who are working in NGO sector. Next time we can have a pure session on NGO sector, only webinar. We call people from NGO sector in coming days. Right. Then, yeah, what next? What next? This is a nice question of what next? So we can ask Rajeshwari, what next? Now, after service, we have some scope in different other areas. I will tell you one very beautiful training sector. Training is now very huge, demand, because people want group counseling now. Because of Corona, And because of this, pandemic ke baad, people are looking more for group counseling. They want one person to address 100 people online. So if you are becoming a trainer and counselor, I'll tell you one more small issue here. Most of the motivational speakers who are just motivational speakers are not able to touch the belief system of the people. They're not able to change the thought process of the people. They're not able to change the emotions of the people who are listening to them. Definitely, I agree, I appreciate they are able to give a motivation. But motivation is temporary. Motivation tends to fade away after a few days. So if you are a trainer and a counselor together, that's a beautiful combination. I'm the live example for that. I'm a trainer, I'm a counselor. So people want me more, pay me more than a motivational speaker because I'm a counselor. So if you are a trainer, if you want to become counselor, please send your requirement in the questionnaire. Send a question to me in the inquiry form. And if you are a counselor, if you want to become trainer also, please send me request. Because I am very good in teaching group counseling. There are so many speakers on dais kaisa. See, body language is very important. Many things are important about group counseling. Trainer banna hai to it's a different aspect altogether. You can't be so influential if you don't know the training skills. Please send a request if you want to become a trainer, if you're already a counselor. Now, freelancing, we have Smita Joshi, who is sitting with us right today, who will speak about her experience of being freelancer. And then, I'm not talking much because she's very good in, giving you information. She will talk about freelancing. Then we have telecounseling. Again, today I could not call many people, but I have my counselor Shilpa Shukla, Revati, who started telecounseling. They don't have, proper structure or proper counseling center. Chota to hai, but they started a telecounseling process, and they advertised, and they are reaching to people through phone. Telecounseling kar rahe wo log. So you need not have a counseling center. You need not have anything. You need to have skills. You need to have interventions. You need to know the entire procedure of counseling. You can immediately start telecounseling center without having anything in your home. You can sit in your bedroom and, aram se baith ke, you can take sessions on telecounseling process, and you can reach to people who are in US, Canada, America, different countries you can reach. Okay? And again, one more clause. If you want to become a telecounselor, it is not a normal counseling like this. We do in the counseling center. Telecounseling is again a little different from normal counseling. You should understand, you should acknowledge, you should repeat, you should use a lot of teaching aids, learning aids, visual aids, so that you will be able to reach out. So if you have any question about telecounseling, if you want to know the tips and techniques of telecounseling, please send a question in the inquiry form. Now, consultant for EAP services, I am working with 2-3 companies who are Employees Assistance Program. This is called Employees Assistant Program, EAP. Most of the senior counselors, senior psychologists are not talking about it because they don't want to increase the market competition. They don't talk about it. They are working, most of them are working with EAP services, but they don't talk about it any platform. Please, there are so many companies who are giving these EAP services. You can become a consultant. For this, you don't require anything. Send them an email. Send your profile. Talk to them. Ask them, I want to be your consultant. Please have an interview. They will take the interview. If you are skillful, if you have interventions, if you know the entire process of counseling, you are ready for EAP. And they are paying huge amount for sessions. They are paying huge amounts than one-to-one sessions a day. I am there. Okay. Yes. Aruna, please wait for 1 minute. I am giving you. You speak and go. So I just break here. Aruna, you can unmute yourself. Then I will.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Please.
Yeah, good evening. As I said before, I am working for Accenture as a wellness coach. I'm a counseling psychologist basically, but the tag which they have given me is wellness coach. Okay, since 2 years I have been working with Accenture as Google as the um, um, Accenture is working for Google, right? So Google is the client of Accenture, and if I said I work for I have 18 of the wellness coaches working with us right now. But not only Accenture or Google is recruiting the wellness coaches, there are several other companies like Cognizant, Genpact. We have TCS, we have YouTube Process, Facebook, and various other companies are recruiting. Okay, so only thing is you need to know is from where the recruitment happens. So, and I work for 5 hours, as I informed you previously. I work for 5 days a week for 10 hours, and the later time I can use for my private sessions also. Okay, and we see every now and then I see there will be recruitments happening for wellness coaches. Only thing is you need to do is you need to learn skills required for the coaching service. Okay, and do you have any doubts regarding this?
We can have an interaction. If you want to ask any question about what is wellness coach, what wellness coach do, if you have any question, you can type in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself. Then we'll go to the next wellness coach after Aruna. Anybody have any questions?
Ma'am,
Hello.
could you explain what is the program actually happens in wellness program?
See, it's like we do individual counseling and group counseling at the same time. So every month we have to meet the employees who are in need, but the company which I am working, it is must to meet them. Because
Okay.
the process of work, the kind of work which they are doing, they need help from a counselor. Okay, so we will be, we will be giving them individual counseling, at the same time group counseling sessions, where we will be selecting the appropriate topic for the month, because various employees we will be talking, and we will find out we will decide a topic which is suitable for that month.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am. Like you are taking counseling for the individual person for their personal problems or working problems?
See, if they have to work also, they need to be personally resilient also. So resiliency building is very much important there. So it can be built if both personally and professionally they are satisfied.
The problem which
Okay,
we will be counseling regarding.
So they will be sharing both.
Okay.
We can counsel them professionally, at the same time their personal issues also we can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, good evening.
Good evening.
Ma'am, this is Kavita, ma'am. I'm working as a B.Ed faculty, ma'am, in Princeton College of Education. I have a query, ma'am. So only the students who have pursued psychology in any level, they are eligible, ma'am. Other than that, also we can have this eligibility criteria. I would like to know.
PG in psychology is must. They are looking for PG in psychology, and along with that, some kind of specialization like PG diploma in counseling skills, PG diploma in family and marriage counseling. If you want to get placed in a very good company, along with psychology, you need various other trainings which are must.
Achha, so psychology is compulsory.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So somebody is asking a question. In order to be wellness coach, do we need to have a qualification of industrial psychology in our PG, or anything will do?
It can be anything.
Yes.
Right now, our wellness coaches are from various, like they have done their PG in counseling psychology, PG in clinical psychology, PG in abnormal psychology also I have seen. Okay. It should, like industrial psychology is not must. Any psychology field is sufficient.
Right. Great.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm the one, my name is Bashir. I'm the one who had asked that question, ma'am. I just wanted to know if at all my area is counseling psychology. So apart from my PG in counseling psychology, do I need to take up any PG diploma also?
Yes. See, if you want to get place as like there will be various other people who will be applying for the job, so they will be looking for the best ones, isn't it? So if you have any other PG diploma or any other therapy courses which you have done, then that will add up point to you.
Okay. Thank you.
And you should be experienced. Suppose if you are not having any other degree, at least the experience will help.
So how to gain this experience, ma'am, after the PG or the PG diploma?
I want to answer this question.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the question? Yeah, this is a relevant question to me, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I am a MA Psychology from IGNOU. Currently, I'm working as a teacher educator in the Andhra Mahila Sabha.
Yeah.
I am wishing to continue as a psychologist in future. So for that, I just wanted to know whether I need a PG diploma, and if at all I need to get into a job in counseling sector, will experience also count for me to get a job?
See, let me tell you one thing, ma'am. First thing is, if you are doing PG diploma, if you are doing normal MA psychology, or if you are doing a MPhil also, PhD also, but they look for confidence and skills and proper counseling process. You should know. If you see, many people think that MA psychology ke baad, let me do PG diploma, and they will go and apply in a university. And there also they will send the books, and after 1 year they will ask you to write the exams, and nothing you will gain there. And you have a diploma in hand. You go there and you are not placed because you do not have skills. So that's a problem. Better you do your MA psychology and then do some diploma with practical skills. Okay? Chalo. Now mute kar lijiye. Can we mute all of others? That should help us, please. Okay. Now I invite, because anyway we are speaking about wellness coaching, we'll invite Shalini, Mrs. Shalini Kura. Do we have Shalini Kura here, who can talk about wellness coach being in Ready Lab? But before that, thank you, Aruna. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. So now I want to welcome Shalini. Do we have Shalini here?
Yes, ma'am.
Please unmute her. So we have Mrs. Shalini Kura, MA Psychology. She is working as wellness coach in Reddy's lab presently. So Shalini, we want to listen from you, your journey to reach this wellness coach job. Over to you.
Yes, definitely.
Over to you.
So here in Reddy Labs, it is happiness coach, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, stop.
So, yeah. And first of all, I congratulate you, ma'am, for taking this initiative on educating students or, women or anyone about this, what's next. This question constantly pops up in our head, no matter what we are doing. Even after, even I had this dilemma after my master's, what I should do. So my bad luck that time, nothing like this was, nobody took this initiative. But today you're doing that, and I'm happy about it. And I also thank you for giving me this an opportunity to speak up about my experience. Yeah. So to start with, let me, just introduce about myself. So I'm Shalini. So basically I'm from Hyderabad, and I have pursued my master's in psychology long back. And I hold an experience of 5 years working with different organizations I worked in hospital for 2 years, where I worked in the dementia care center as a researcher. And I mainly dealt with the cognitive disabilities and memory loss and dementia issues. And after that, I met Geetha ma'am, and I started my journey there again. I enrolled myself in the diploma in counseling skills. Then I also, after my completion of that course, I worked with ma'am for about 2 years. So yeah, I also worked as a course coordinator for the Sahaya batch also. And after that, I went to the MNCs. I worked in Accenture for 1.5 years. Then recently I came to Dr. Reddy's. It's been, I think, 4 to 5 months. So working in an MNC is very, I feel happy, and you can get to explore a lot, because working in a clinical setting, a hospital, is completely different from working in an MNC. The issues, everything here are kind of a little different from what we see in the clinical setup. So here people majorly focus on the work-life balance. And we all know that in this pandemic, how much, that work-life balance has got disturbed, including myself. Because this is the first time I'm experiencing it. And like me, most of other people also. And for employees working, remote working and work from home, all this has created a lot of, difficulties and adjustment and challenges in their everyday life. So dealing with all these things, the scope for industrial psychologists and for the, wellness coaches has arisen a lot. So definitely there is, in the near future also, there is a lot of scope for the psychologist in any field. And specifically speaking for India and Telangana, I never thought that there will be an opportunities like these many in the MNCs when I started my career. But now I can assure you that if you are upskilled, if you are constantly working on improving your skills and knowledge, then definitely there are huge opportunities in the corporates. And
any questions for her? Yes, we welcome questions for a few minutes with Shalini. Then we'll go to one more counselor, one more expert sitting here. So any questions for Shalini? Happiness coach. So Shalini, you give happiness or you make them happy? What happens there? Because it's a very innovative name, happiness coach.
Yes. I definitely give them happiness.
What is your job role?
Counseling the employees, ma'am. So mainly I deal with the production people and the scientists who prepare the medicines and all. So for them, it is they will always have that work pressure and stress, because working in a pharmaceutical company will have lot of stringent rules for them to follow on everyday basis. So following those on regularly, definitely makes anyone stressful. So because they are creating the medicines for the public, and they have to follow the safety measures and the quality and everything, and definitely they utilize a lot about my services. They actively come and they explain that this is the situation I'm facing it. So what can I do? How can I improve myself?
Right.
Yeah.
So someone is asking you a question, what kind of issues the clients will come up to you, Shalini ji? What are the major issues?
Major issues in pharma, I can say that number one, stress. It is umbrella term, in every organization you take up, definitely there will be stress. So apart from that, there won't be any depression, those kind of cases much, but the work-life balance, the constant changes wherein, in the organization that happens because of the rules change or any other policy changes. So constantly they have to go through these changes, and any change, nobody likes it. And when it is in the constant phase, definitely people will experience that work pressure.
Right.
And from the HR point of view or the management point of view, they will approach us saying that the employees are not performing well or the productivity is getting reduced. So on these levels also they take sessions.
Right. Thank you so much, Shalini. It was nice. And we have, yes, somebody is asking questions about night shifts compulsory in MNC. Not all MNCs are asking for it, if I'm right.
No,
not all
I don't
MNCs.
have a night shift.
No. Some of the MNCs, it is mandatory, but not for all. Okay. Thank you so much, Shalini. Thank you so much. We want to see you again.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Namaste. Now we have Smita Joshi. As I was talking about freelancer. Now we listen from Smita Joshi, who is a freelancer working in the field of psychology since few years, but she grew herself into freelancer today. Okay, can we have Smita onto the screen? Pin her, please.
Namaste, everybody.
Yeah, so this is Smita, who has done her engineering. Basically, she was from engineering background, and then she has done her MS Psychology, and she has done her RE and CBT therapy. She learned therapy, RE CBT from Albert Ellis Institute, New York. She was my colleague when we were getting trained. Both of us together got trained. And then she is into career counseling right now. Let us listen from her. I'm not telling much. Over to Smita.
Hi, everyone. So basically, I did Sahaya course with... I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. So I did the Sahaya counseling course training from ma'am. Just like you guys, I was also in a dilemma after I completed my MA. This psychology is my passion, and that's why I decided to switch careers and came into this field. And then there was a dilemma that what after MA? And in that, when I was in that place like 7-8 years back, I think this Sahaya course and ma'am were really helpful to me. And after I completed my course, I did work as a school counselor. And after that, actually, this freelancing kind of accidentally, I can say it started because I didn't want to work in like, full-time jobs or MNCs where like 8-10 hours, like that kind of job I didn't want to do. Plus, because of COVID, it kind of became easier to do online counseling, more and more people. So you can basically do counseling from, I have clients from like Roorkee to Chennai, I can say. So you can counsel anywhere in India, anybody. So that was really, people became more open to it because all of a sudden everything turned into online mode. And so you can do that either online or offline according to your comfort level. And you can work in MNC as consultant or anywhere where consultants are needed. So that is, and I'm my own boss and I can work on my own terms, and whichever, it's flexible, and you can decide your own working hours. It doesn't have to be like 10 hour, 12 hour. I mean, it's up to, again, as ma'am said, that you have to decide how much you, according to your health, your time, your energy, and your priorities, your niche, all those things you need to consider. And in that, you can do many hours also, or you can do, 1-2 hours a day, or whichever suits you. So it's up to you. And more, this mode of freelancing is also becoming more and more popular because the travel time is saved if it is online, and as well as it is like more and more becoming something which is, acceptable way or popular way of working if you are interested in, having your own time and managing your own time. And there was one point I was coming at, I totally forgot. If I remember, I will let you know. But yeah, so if there are any questions, please let me know. I will be more than happy.
So one thing I want to add to Smita is, I see Smita as, she prioritized her family first, and lot of very I should say very rigid rules for herself. She says, if I'm working for 4 hours, ma'am, I will work for 4 hours only. If you give me, whatever you give me, I cannot. This is my time. This is my priority from the beginning. And today she become freelancer. She is boss for herself. And she's happy with her profession. So you can also become a freelancer. But what you should do, what steps you should do, if you have questions, you can again fill that form for the help call so that we can answer. Okay. Thank you, Smita. Any questions, Andy? Any questions directly you can ask Smita, because she is internationally trained. She's certified internationally, nationally, and locally from Manojagrithi also. It's like all levels she's trained.
So it's like we need to have myself, Sumaya. So I'm a special educator. So when I feel like being rigid towards the timing, I'm also such kind of a person, because I'm more prioritized with the family. So like what kind of program we need to plan, ma'am, as you said, for freelancer?
Please send a question in the that question form, and also please send a question that you want to learn about freelancing. We will send you a free help call where you understand all these things.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah, and one more thing I remembered. So basically nowadays there are many portals also coming where you can give your names and add to that list of psychologists, and from there you can get calls, so the advertisement, basically word of mouth is one. And plus there are like portals where you can add as a psychologist, you can give your name as a psychologist and with your profile, and if people feel comfortable looking at your profile, they can connect with you, they can communicate with you.
So again, I have one thing to add to Smita's explanation. The profile should be very, very attractive. See, don't send your old profile which is having old information. Every profile should be made tailor-made. Jisko veje na usko, you should match to them.
Yeah.
So how to build your resume? Being a psychologist also art. So for that we have many HR professionals with us. We don't have them right away, but we have Sweta, we have Srividya, who are experts in this. So if anybody, any one of you want your resume to be reviewed and you want to build it, according to some required need, please send a question that, your requirement that you want to rebuild your resume, so that we get back to you with the help of our HR professionals who are ready to help you. Okay? Please send your query in the question form. And Smita, again, there is one more question from the audience. They are asking what courses we should do to become a career counselor. What courses we should do to do the career counseling?
Yeah, actually for a career counselor, again, there are many courses. I did from iDream Career, so I can only talk about that. But you have to decide whether you want to be counselor for abroad counseling or India, there again, lot of niche fields are there. And in that iDream Career, I do mostly for India counseling, because abroad is again another, it's lot of, and you have to keep up with all the new information, new fields. So be aware of that. It's more like mechanical work actually. So if you like that, and again, you have to create your profile, you have to, contact people, schools and all that you have to be. So it's quite different from the counseling. I did it for a reason, because I wanted to reach out to more students or kids and people. But the thing is, you have to always remember that it's more like mechanical, keeping yourself up to date. Lot of work you have to do on to become a career counselor also. So,
right. There is a question from Sumrana. Ma'am, I have attended REBT workshop by Dr. Debbie, but I lack experience and practice in this domain. How can I sharpen my skills as REBT therapist? So for this, I think Smita and me both are here internationally trained, as I said. If you want to really practice REBT, you should shadow, or you should have an intern with somebody like Smita or Geetha, so that you learn when we are doing, because we have been doing for years together. We are already reached thousands of clients with REBT and CBT. We have seen tremendous results. So let me tell you, as the point already came, REBT is a rapid therapy, but there are limitations for REBT. For all the clients, it doesn't help. For all the clients, REBT doesn't help. So you need to choose the client to go for REBT. So all those skills you will learn when you do the person who is already trained in REBT. Okay. So Subrana, you can choose to do the REBT. Okay, chalo. Okay, thank you so much. I think REBT and CBT need clinical psychology, not required. Not required. REBT, CBT don't require you to do the clinical psychology. And this is again a huge confusion in IGNOU and other universities also. If somebody is doing counseling psychology, clinical psychology, industrial psychology, let me tell you, that is only for their convenience. That is only for their convenience. Don't go with that name of clinical psychology. I have become clinical. Nothing you have done. And nothing different you are doing from counseling people or industrial learning. So once you're done with that, if you do MPhil in clinical psychology, then you become clinical psychologist. But otherwise, don't go with that. All these three can do REBT, CBT, art therapy, ACT, anything you want, you can do. Okay, nothing will stop you. Okay, chalo. Thank you so much, Vita.
Thank you.
We'll go with the next person. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Rajeshwari, can you show the next, star who is coming up, who want to speak? Do we have the Aruna is done? Yes. Do we have Ravi Kant? Ravi Kant, if you are ready, we will take you. Or we'll go to Rekha ji. Can you take us to the Rekha? Rekha slide?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll take up Rekha.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Rekha. I want to show your slide, your photograph, beautiful picture. Ha! Rekha is always beautiful first to start with. And I love the way she dresses up and the attire she carries with herself. When she used to come to the clinic also, Sudisha Counseling Center, I used to see Rekha, how she's coming today. So that's a beauty of her. And today I am calling her because she has done her MA Psychology, M.Ed she has done, and many other certifications she has done. But today I'm looking at her as an ideal parent. And she's an ideal parent counselor also. She used to talk to parents so nicely. And every time when I get a parent who is confused, who want to know, I used to call her. But today I want her to talk about her journey being a psychologist and being a great mother. Why I'm calling great mother, she will tell. Over to Rekha.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the introduction. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rekha Eligoti. Actually, today morning, Geetha ma'am messaged me that how I became an ideal mother after becoming a psychologist. Really, I like this topic. I'm so curious to talk about that. I have 8 years of experience in the field of counseling. And with Geetha ma'am, approximately 5 years experience. I have been with Geetha ma'am approximately for 5 years. And I worked with many schools and Rashmi NGO. Then before that, I want to give, now I have two daughters. One is 21-year-old and the younger one is 15-year-old. My elder daughter is in her MBBS 3rd year. Younger one is in intermediate 1st year. She also took BPC. So again, the same story. I took break. I think it is for 2 years. So I am not active, and simultaneously I am doing B.Ed special education course, and recently I have finished special education in LD course under Pujaja. So I am doing courses, but I am not actively working. I always enthusiastic to learn knowledge, to gain knowledge. Now, before coming to the topic, I want to give small introduction about myself. I am married at the age of 22, and my daughter born at the age of 23. I didn't know anything. I was like a child. My husband is, he has a lot of maturity. but I didn't have any maturity. All my relatives used to laugh by seeing at me. You are like a child, you have a baby. So after my daughter, I used to feel lot of stress. I used to feel lot of confusion and so many doubts I used to carry. So with a lot of hard work and doubts, I have grown her till the age of 3.5 years. Then I have joined in B.Ed. So in B.Ed, psychology is one of the subject. Then that gave me a little connection to connect the dots, whatever doubts I have. So I have increased a lot of interest in psychology. Then I did masters in education. At that time, we cannot do, I didn't have psychology degree, so I cannot do masters in psychology. So because of that reason, I did masters in education because of doing MA psychology. Then I have completed MA psychology. So in this process, my second child born. Then I have joined in basic counseling skills course. At that time, my daughter was, younger one entered into teens. So challenges has increased. This whatever knowledge I have gained through these courses helped me to understand the child. For example, if I'm not allowing the child, my daughter, to don't watch TV for a lot of time, she used to cry, shout. I used to understand. I'm not allowing her. That's why she is crying. But I didn't know that what to do to overcome that problem. So yet that challenge, that was the more challenging period because my daughter was in teens. At that time only, I have joined in basic counseling skills course. Really, it has changed my life. It has transformed me like anything. So then, before that, I used to get irritated, shout on children like any other child, I think. Not more than that, but I used to do all these. But after counseling course, I have learned how to be comfortable to myself. Then slowly I became happy, dynamic, fearless about child's challenges. Slowly they started responding in a positive way. Positive way. After that, my hard work has changed into smart work. Really, this is the important area everyone should understand. Hard work. I used to do a lot of hard work, but there is no result. Hard work has changed into smart work, fear has changed into challenge, results has changed into positives and expected. Okay, now, ma'am, we have time. I think I can take 3 more minutes, I think. You're in mute, ma'am.
Yeah. So we can take some questions.
Okay, ma'am.
If we have somebody who want to see, I look at her as a mother. See, people think no, only if you want to become counselor, you should do, diploma or whatever courses in psychology. But no, if you don't want to work also, please do diploma or please do psychology. That's what I say because...
Actually, I want to tell that this is a skill everyone should learn. I don't know how many parents are here. If you are not a parent, you will become a parent in future. This will help you in many ways, not only for growing the child. First, you need to be comfortable for yourself. Then you can give a quality time to others, right. Whether it is a husband or a child or anyone in your life.
Right. Thank you so much, Rekha. Anybody have questions to be an ideal parent? Because I call her ideal because I saw her in and out, and the way she used to be and the way she become after the course, and her daughter is now becoming doctor.
And one more thing, ma'am, now I can say that I'm a happy mother. I have my children also. Now I have shown everything when I was writing it.
Very good.
I did not tell anything, all facts I told. I actually wanted to share more. When we get the opportunity, I will share everything.
Yes. Thank you so much. Now we will move on to the one more. Acha, we'll go to the PPT and then we have 2 more stars. Thank you so much, Rekha. Thank you for sparing your time.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Now we, careers ko dikhao na, thode der. I will complete the PPT so that we can come back to Ravi. And meanwhile, some of you please catch Ravi. Ravi and we have Rashmi, please look at them. Okay. So establishing your own center was the point I missed out. Last point I was talking and Aruna stopped me. So here coming back, you can start your own counseling center. But again, let me tell you, starting or establishing your own counseling center is not that easy. Please don't take it very easy. It needs lot of work, lot of patience, lot of hard work, and a lot of dedication. Then only you can establish your own counseling center. Today, I have my counseling center sitting in this 3-floor building where I do my practice, and I'm really happy. My dream came true after many years. It's not one day affair. Every success will take 10 years of time. So my success also took more than 10 years of 1 decade of time. So please, if you have vision of starting your counseling center, first work in a counseling center. This is a secret. If you want to establish your own counseling center, first you work or you volunteer to be in a counseling center for a few years. Then you establish. Please don't directly start. You will be into risk. Next slide. Then we'll go to the stars now. Rashmi, are you there? Rashmi, yes, and we have last Ravi.
Yes, ma'am.
Please unmute, say hi so that we will pin you.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Hello. So we have here Mrs. Vasiledi Rashmi, who has done her M.Sc Psychology, PG Diploma in Child Psychology and PGD FMC. And she is now project coordinator for Softkill. So we took her as an example for you to show you that NGO sector is hiring you. NGO sector is hiring you. Please be ready for that. So over to Rashmi. I want you to talk about how NGOs are taking you or your support.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for introduction. Good evening, all of you. I'm Rashmi Vasiledi. I am a counseling psychologist, and now I have 3 years of experience in the counseling. I worked in various sectors. I worked in social welfare schools and CBSE schools. Now I enter into the NGO sector because I am interested in service. As ma'am said, we can do work and we can service the people also. So I got opportunity to work in an NGO, that is Softkill. It is a childcare institute where the orphan children and semi-orphan children and below poverty line children also there. Where I am working, there 70 children is there. From 6 years to 24 years, children is there in my NGO. I am a project coordinator there, and I will do the counseling also, and I have to do take care of them. There is in NGOs, and we attend the so many meetings with all the NGOs which are in our district, Medchal district. So I interact with other NGOs also. So in the NGO sector, they need more counseling people are needing NGO sector, because the children, orphan children and semi-orphan children, they don't have the parents, so they will in the low self-esteem. They have the so many psychological issues like a negative thinking. They are lacking in the academics. They don't know how to handle their emotions, how to handle their lives. They don't know how to choose their career path. So there are so many things we have to handle in the NGOs. The people who have the service, who want to do service and do the counseling, they have so many opportunities. Each and every NGO is hiring the counseling psychologist to help the children, or in old age homes also they will hiring the counseling people, because in the old age also they have their own issues. So by the counseling we will solve their issues, or we will help to how to come out of those issues. We will show the path actually. So this is the way. And where I am working, if I am working here, so many things I have to see daily, and I am also going to stress because of the children and the issues where what I have to do under the work. But when I completed my MSc, I also has the same question: what to do next? I don't know what to do. This is the light. Actually, Sahaya basic skills is the light of my life. My my co friend told about this course, and I joined that, and I don't know about Geetha ma'am about that time, but I saw only the things, the course which is giving the experience and the qualification I saw in the ma'am, and the role plays and the 30 case studies. The thing which I attracted is the 30 case studies, because I don't get anywhere. We didn't get the 30 case studies, that much exploration we didn't get the course. So this course is much better to me. I feel that this is the light, this is the path, and I entered to that path, and I am now moving on that path, and I think throughout my life I will be at this path, and Manojagrithi is very much helpful to me, and Sahaya skills is very much helpful to me. The friends who are working in the NGOs, first you have to develop your counseling skills and come to here. Here is a more opportunities are waiting for you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity to talk about this.
Thank you, Rashmi. So anybody have question? Quick question? Over to Rajeshwari. Thank you so much, Rashmi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Look forward to have you again and again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Any queries, any questions, please follow the Google form which has been shared in the chat box. Yeah. Ma'am, Usha.
Now we have, sorry, we have Usha Kandala, not this Usha. Please remove this slide.
Yeah.
I will introduce Usha. There is a small gap. Usha, hello. So we have a great lady here, Usha Kandala, who is again a dynamic counselor, dynamic coordinator. She was a parent trainer. Many things I can introduce her, but today she is a student counselor. As we say, school counselor. So
yes.
Let us understand and listen from her how it looks like being in a school. Yes, Usha, we want to listen from you.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Please unspot the Rashmi, ma'am, so that we can see the Usha.
Yes, I'll do that. Over to you, Usha.
Yeah. Namaste, good evening. I've been waiting long to tell, share my experience as a school counselor because I love my job very, very much. To begin with, I have done my MSc Psychology from Ambedkar University, and we didn't have any internship course like IGNO has. So I had to read someone to say that what this psychology, what can I do, what next? Because I know I help a lot of people being non-judgmental. So I was very good at that. And earlier, guys, I was a software employee. I was a tester and a product trainer. So I left my job because of the passion, which ma'am had earlier said in the rightly first thing in the webinar, that the passion has drew me towards this. And I am really literally enjoying my job today, working as a school counselor in G. Pullareddy High School. And as ma'am said, CBSE schools, they should have a counselor and a special educator separately. And it's been 3 months, I think I have joined Pullareddy, but I have a lot of response. I have many people coming, many children coming to me saying that, ma'am, you're not a teacher, then what are you? I go for the sessions. I said, my class is called a session. It's not a class, or neither I am here to teach you anything. Then ain't chesta, ma'am, what are we going to do? What will you teach us? That's the basic question they ask me every time. So I say, I'll help you to know yourself. I'll help you to know your emotions. I'll help you to know what makes you happy. I'll help you to know what issues you have. Then slowly, they get so used to me. Right now, I have so many students coming. While having lunch also, I keep talking to them. And बाकी के teachers, they tell me, क्या गुड़ खिला रही है तू, इतने सारे आ रहे हैं तेरे पास, जो मेरे पास नहीं है, हमारे पास नहीं आते हैं. That is the every teacher's complaint. They say, of course, it's in a positive way. They tell me that तू क्या दे रही है हम लोग को, इतना लाइन लगा के बैठे हुए हैं. So I would say after doing the BCS, I mean the diploma and the skills ka training from Geetha ma'am, now I'm a very confident counselor at the school, and I love my job. I don't worry about the money, but chote interventions say they get that wow moment, Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ek bacha to, ma'am, I would like to share this. One boy from 8th standard, he's called Saket. He comes to me, and one day he came for the counseling and I did it for him. Every month he'll get a chocolate for me. And he'll say, ma'am, मैंने आज फिर से टॉप किया. मैंने बोला, अरे वाह, तो every month तू टॉप करेगा तो मुझे चॉकलेट मिलेगा. Then he said, yes. And वो literally आके he says, ma'am, बड़ों के पैर छूते हैं ना, can I touch your feet? That is what they said. I said, no, baby, just give me a hug. This is what you're going to do. So I help them, as you said, ma'am, like in our interventions, if we do the basic counseling skills and the Sahaya course, we can help children very, very much. That is more than enough, ma'am. The 6 months course, which I did, is literally helping them out in a lot. I just walk in the corridor, they'll say, ma'am, are you coming to our class? Are you coming to our class? That's the excitement I have created in them.
Right.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I can see that in your face, in your body language, the excitement I can see in this Usha. Being a coordinator of course also, she used to have, make that lot of impact on the students. Today also, one of the internship student was asking, ma'am, Usha ma'am is coming for Sahaya. If she's coming, I want to be her mentee. Then I said, she is busy in the school, we will invite her. Okay, thank you so much, Usha, for sharing your real emotions. I call it is not she shared something, her emotions were shared today, which can motivate all of us or some of us to become school counselors. See, working with kids is working with the, Bhagwan se kaam karna hai. So that opportunity is great, and want to be a, school counselor and want to be placed in a school and don't know the path, please enter that inquiry form where you ask the question, what to do next? What next to become a school counselor? Please write in that inquiry form. We'll answer your question very shortly in a very qualitative Zoom call. That help call is nothing but we send you a Zoom link. You come into the Zoom. We sit like this. We talk to you for 10-15 minutes. No payment, nothing. Don't worry. I don't charge you for that. And now any questions to Usha? Any questions regarding school counselors?
Ma'am, I forgot to tell them. I work only 4 days a week.
See how flexible it is. She's going only 4 days and 2 days छुट्टी मारती है.
आपके लिए काम करती है.
Yes, काम करती है. What next to do be a school counselor? Somebody is asking question. So nothing. First thing is you should complete your MS Psychology, and then you should have one diploma in hand, one certification in your hand, which is teaching you full length skills. See, again, मैंने बोला बच्चे तो भगवान के स्वरूप है. If you are going to kids, please don't go clueless. Please don't go. They may give job because school management also don't know about skills. They will think that हाँ counselor बन गई वो. So please don't go without skills. Have understanding of all the skills. Have understanding of all interventions. Know about all issues. Be confident. Do role plays. Work with us. Some of us. Anybody you choose. You can work with Usha also, you can work with Meera, you can work with Vijay Lakshmi, you can work with Rajita. There are so many people sitting. Priya ma'am, all these people are already done with their course. You can work with them. You can have them as your supervisor. Then go to the school. As simple as that. Any other questions, Andy? We are moving ahead. Any other questions from anybody? So, yeah.
Usha ma'am, really a wonderful job, ma'am. Even I work as a school counselor. The same experience I face in my school also, ma'am. Might be my children, if there is any substitution, they go to the office chamber and they ask, ma'am, Aruna ma'am is coming for the session or what? So,
Yes, yes. I go for substitution as well sometimes. But I have kids more coming to me, so I told the management that I cannot be given more than 2 classes per day because I have a lot of children coming to me. So that flexibility will be there if you speak out with your management.
Yeah.
So Aruna, which school you are working with?
Ma'am, I'm working in Shimoga in a CBSE school, St. Joseph school, and 4 days in one school and 3 days in one school, ma'am. So 2 schools working in Jain Public.
Great. So I want you to fill a form, that inquiry form, and please send a request to send you intervention cards. Very quick intervention cards I will share with you, but only for you. Because you are working with thousands of students, I want to help you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll fill up.
Send a message to me.
Which is the form, ma'am?
Google form, Rajita ma'am will post.
Chat box.
Okay. So do we have Ravikant? Or else we'll move with the question answers and then we'll. Do we have Ravi? Please say hi if you are there. Otherwise, all our stars are done, if I am right. Did I miss someone? No.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So did we miss any slide? No. So now it is open for the students of internship. Any student who has done internship with Sudisha Counseling Center, we will give chance to only 2 students to talk about 1 minute. Just talk for 1 minute about your experience in internship. These are all stars from Sahaya who has done their 6 months diploma with us and who are into the field. And anybody who has done your 6 months diploma, there's 2 months internship, that is called Sneha. So we have 2 months internship where we are trying to teach you the basic counseling skills and stages. Then we are teaching you activities for rapport building. We are giving you SOAP notes and case note writing. And in this internship, we are also talking about giving orientation on REBT and CBT and different other 5 therapies. And we are also giving you some exposure to 30 mental health issues and, severe mental health issues also we are talking about. So the basic difference between us and other people are in Sneha, we are giving you shadowing facility. Shadowing is you will be observing the senior counselors. Okay. And then you also have a full-length practice of role play. Complete intake session, you will do the role play and you are given exposure to assessments and tools. And again, career mentoring is given to you. That is, I will be and my senior counselors will mentor you for your future. What next question? The answer will be here with us. What next? Answer is here. Okay. Then we also have a 6 months diploma. If we can show that and then we'll conclude. This is called Sahaya. Sahaya is 6 months diploma, which will run for 6 months after your Sneha. 2 months you do Sneha and you will continue for diploma in 6 months. And it is not from local. Local means it is not only we are giving here. Your certificate is authentic diploma you will get from Niti Aayog, Central Government of, that is Government of India, ICPEM. ICPEM is our partner. From them you are getting a certificate. Now, what happens in Sahaya, what we teach in Sahaya, how Sahaya goes on. If you want to understand, I want you to type your contact number and your name and send your question that I want help call about Sahaya. That's it. You type this and send. Tomorrow morning, you will get a direct call with me and my seniors who will talk about entire procedure of Sahaya. Okay. Now, can we stop this and take questions for a few minutes and then we'll conclude. So this is our, details. We have our email ID manojagrithi12@gmail.com and we have our website sudhishacounselingcenter.org. More than this, we launched one program by name Manojagrithi. Can we have a small 4 minutes video, Rajeshwari? Second episode. And Rajita, can you post the link of Manodisa second so that they can subscribe? Yes, Rajeshwari or Radhika? We lost Radhika?
Ma'am, is it video?
Thank you so much. We are looking for the video of Manodisa. Before that, I'll tell all of them. Wait. All of you who are watching this Manodisa is a episode. Continuously, we are trying to shoot and post in our website, YouTube channel, which is reaching to all the Telugu speaking people of Telangana and Andhra. It is like, in V6 and other channels, we have that, slang wala, Tinmar and all those stuff. So we are mimicking that. Please watch it, enjoy it, and spread the news to others. Immediately subscribe that, which is there in the chat box. Let us watch one show for you. Just 3 minutes. Yes, Rajeshwari. Second episode.
నమస్కారం, నేను మౌని. నేను మళ్ళీ మీకోసం వచ్చేసాను. నమస్తే మేడం.
నమస్తే మౌని.
ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
బాగున్నాను, అంత బాగుంది.
అవునా, ఓకే మేడం. అయితే మీకు ఒక విషయం చెప్దామని వచ్చా. ఫస్ట్ నన్ను చూడండి, నేను ఎలా ఉన్నా?
బాగున్నావు ఈరోజు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
నీ గొలుసు బాగుంది, అన్ని బాగున్నాయి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. అయితే ఇప్పుడు నా మనసులో ఏముందో చెప్తారా మీరు?
నీ మనసులో ఎట్లుందో నేను ఎట్లా చెప్తాము అని.
అంటే మీరు సైకాలజిస్ట్ కదా, ఒకసారి నా ముఖం చూసి లేదా నా మాటలు చూసి అట్లా ఏదైనా నా మనసులో నేను ఏమనుకుంటున్నా, ఏం ఆలోచిస్తున్నా అని చెప్తారా?
సో మౌని, నీ ముఖం చూసి నీ మనసులో ఏముందో చెప్పరు సైకాలజిస్టులు, అట్లా చెప్పరు. నీ ఫేస్ చూసి నేనేం చెప్పలేను. ఎవరు చెప్పారు నీకు అట్లా?
అవునా, అయితే నేను మొన్న మా అక్క వాళ్ళ బాబు ఫంక్షన్ తొట్టెలో వేస్తుండే మేడం. అయితే ఆ ఫంక్షన్ కి వెళ్ళినాక నేను మన మనోదిశ ప్రోగ్రామ్ గురించి చెప్పిన. అందరు మస్తు నచ్చింది, మస్తు ఉంది అనేసి అని అన్నారు. కానీ పిచ్చిదన్నా, నువ్వు మేడం వరకు పోయినావు, ఒక్కసారి మేడంకి అడగొచ్చు కదా నీ గురించి అని అడిగారు. నా గురించి ఏం అడగాలి అంటే, ఏముంది, నువ్వు ఎట్లాంటి దానివో, నువ్వేం ఆలోచిస్తావో ముఖం చూసి చెప్పేస్తారంట కదా సైకాలజిస్టులు, కౌన్సిలర్లు, ఒకసారి అడగరాదు అనేసి అని అన్నారు మేడం. మా అక్కనే కాదు మేడం, మా పెద్దమ్మ వాళ్ళు, మా చిన్నమ్మ వాళ్ళు, మా అత్తోళ్ళు, మా అన్నోళ్ళు అందరు వచ్చిర్రు. అందరు ఇట్లా కూర్చొని చెప్తున్నారు, అరే అడగొద్దు కదా, మంచి మిస్ అయినావు, మంచి అవకాశం పోయింది అనేసి అని అంటారు. అందుకే నేను మిస్ అవ్వద్దని అడుగుతున్నా. చెప్పండి మేడం.
కానీ మౌని, ఇది ఒక అపోహ. సైకాలజిస్టులు అంటే ముఖం చూసి చెప్తారు అని ఏదైతే అనుకుంటారో బయట, అది ఒక అపోహ. మానసిక నిపుణులు సైకాలజిస్టులు అంటే ముఖం చూసి చెప్పాం మేము. కానీ నువ్వు మాతో, అంటే నువ్వని కాదు, ఎవరైనా మా దగ్గరికి కౌన్సిలింగ్ వచ్చినప్పుడు వాళ్ళ యొక్క సమస్య, వాళ్ళ మనసులో ఉన్న భావాలు, వాళ్ళ నెత్తిలో తిరుగుతున్న ఆలోచనలు, ఇవన్నీ వాళ్ళు మాతో మాట్లాడినప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామంటే, ఆ మాట్లాడి వాళ్ళ సమస్య చెప్తే ఆ సమస్య గురించి వాళ్ళు ఎట్లా ఆలోచిస్తుండ్రు, ఆ సమస్య గురించి వాళ్ళు ఎట్లా ఫీల్ అవుతుండ్రు, సమస్య వల్ల వాళ్ళు ఎట్లా ప్రవర్తిస్తుండ్రు, ఇవన్నిటిని బట్టి వాళ్ళకు కావాల్సిన ఒక పరిష్కార మార్గం వైపు తీసుకుపోతాం. అంతేగాని నీ ముఖం చూసి నీ లోపల ఏముందంటే చెప్పము. ఇదొక అపోహ, ఇది నిజం కాదు. నువ్వు పోయి మీ అత్తమ్మలకు వాళ్ళకి అందరికి ఏం చెప్తావు, మామయ్యలకు అత్తమ్మలకు అందరికి, మేడం సైకాలజిస్ట్ అంటే ముఖం చూసి చెప్పదు, మనం పోయి మన సమస్య చెప్తే, మనకి ఏం కావాలో చెప్తే దాని గురించి మాట్లాడుతుందని చెప్పాలి. సరేనా?
సరే మేడం. అయితే ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ వాడిదే అన్నప్రసన్న ఫంక్షన్ ఉంది. అప్పుడు నేను మళ్ళీ అందరినీ కూర్చోబెట్టి మంచిగా చెప్తా. మీరు అందరు ఇన్ని రోజులు అనుకునేది అబద్ధము, మా మేడం నాకు చెప్పింది అని చెప్పి కూర్చోబెట్టి అన్ని వివరంగా చెప్తా వాళ్ళకి.
వాళ్ళకి ఏమైనా సమస్యకి ఉంటే రమ్మని చెప్పాలి, కానీ ముఖం చూసి అడగనికి వద్దు. సరేనా? అదొక అపోహ అని చెప్పి.
ఓకే, సరే మరి నేను పోయేస్తా. ఈ వీడియో కింద ఒక లింక్ ఉంది, అది క్లిక్ చేయడం మర్చిపోకండి. నాలానే మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రశ్నలు ఉంటే అడగండి, మేడం జవాబిస్తారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ, బాయ్.
ఆగండి.
ఏమైనా ప్రశ్నలు ఉంటే అడగండి, మేడం జవాబిస్తారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ, బాయ్.
ఆగండి. మనందరి కోసం, మన తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల ప్రజల కోసం మనోజాగృతి సంస్థ అందిస్తున్న ఈ అరుదైన కార్యక్రమం మనోదిశ. మానసిక ఆరోగ్య అవగాహన కోసం, మానసిక సమస్యలు, పరిష్కార మార్గాలు అచ్చ తెలుగులో వినోదభరితంగా, విజ్ఞానవంతంగా అందిస్తున్నారు. మరి మీకేమైనా మానసిక సమస్యలు ఉంటే క్రింద ఉన్న లింక్ని క్లిక్ చేసి మీ ప్రశ్నను మాకు పంపించండి. వచ్చే ఎపిసోడ్లో మీ ప్రశ్నకు సమాధానం మేము అందిస్తాం. ఆనందం పంచుకుంటే పెరుగుతుంది, విజ్ఞానం దాచిపెడితే పాచిపోతుంది. అందుకే ఈ వీడియోని లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, 10 మందితో పంచుకోండి.
Yes, thank you all. Link మీకు already chat box. The link was shared in your chat box. Thank you so much. Please follow that. And if you have any queries or questions, you can post that. We will answers in next episode. Thank you, ma'am, for making psychology for everyone cup of coffee and taking psychology to the everyone doorstep, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Any questions we have, we will stay for 5 minutes and we'll say bye to you. The floor is open for questions, but just for 5 minutes. You can unmute yourself and talk. We want to listen to your reflections also. Yeah, if you don't want to ask question, you can say it's good, it was good. कुछ तो बोल सकते हैं ना, इतने देर बात किए हम.
सही में बहुत अच्छा था मैम, really very interesting. And I was like, I worked for 7 years in B.Ed as a B.Ed faculty in MNR college in right. At present, I am on paper staff for Greater College of Education. I am really constricted to my family. I love my family. I can't take lot of time out of my family. So I look for part-time jobs only. And then I'm interested in joining your course, ma'am. If you give me a chance, I will work with you and learn many things from you. It's really a nice session, ma'am. It's really worth participating in this. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Please send that inquiry for a help call. We'll contact you back. Please fill the form. That will help us to reach you back.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
so much, Kalyani Garu. It was wonderful to listen to you. Anybody else?
Chala bagunde, ma'am.
Chala bagunde. Anything else? Speak more now.
Even I also have done many posts that might reality, but working as a school counselor, working in part-time, I'm collecting a lot of experience.
Okay, you're little bit broken, but still we can understand your emotions. Aruna ji, thank you so much for your reply. Thank you so much. Yeah. Anybody else?
Thank you, ma'am. Today you have given a clear-cut idea. Apart from your PG or psychology, you have to qualified with the specialization with the diploma and certification, where actually this information is not known by many of the PG aspirants, those who are completed after completion of the PG also. And it was a very wonderful information and very important information to be to become a good counselor or a good psychologist, ma'am. Yeah, anyone have a questions, please ask.
Yes. Last 2 minutes and then we'll say bye. Thank you so much. Yes. Webinar was very useful. Anita ji. Okay. So we'll wind up this session with thanking you, all of you, for joining us. And I want this, information, please pass on to your friends or colleagues that, career paths webinar has happened and which is available on the YouTube. If you go to Sudisha Counseling Center, that YouTube link is already live, is shared in the group, and we will be sharing in the group. Please follow that to, to empower others also. Okay? And then one more last thing, the, careers list will be posted in the group by Rajeshwari. you can look at that again and again. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. I think it was wonderful to see all dynamic, all old students also. Rajendra sitting here very nicely. Thank you so much, Rajendra. And he's a police officer, but still he come and attend all the programs. He's not a normal man, very busy man, but still he comes and want to serve people through psychology. And he was one of the star of Sahaya. Thank you so much, Rajendra. And all the the counselors who helped in this today's webinar. We see you again. All of you, please, if you have any doubts, please share your contact number and questions so that we'll get back to you. Tirupati ji, thank you so much for joining us. Tirupati also is one of the police officer who is interested in psychology. So we sent that link to him and immediately he joined. Thank you, Tirupati garu join అయినందుకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. మీలాంటి ఫీల్డ్ లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇది కావాలని మీరు అర్థం చేసుకున్నారు. It's really interesting too. He works in police department. He joined today. Thank you so much.
నమస్తే మేడం, ప్రోగ్రామ్ చాలా బాగుంది. మనోజాగృతికి నేను వాలంటరీగా పనిచేయాలనే ఒక ఆశ నాకు చాలా ఉంది మేడం. థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
రమేష్ కడారి గారు, మీరు ఆల్రెడీ మా వాలంటీర్, మిమ్మల్ని వదిలేం మేము. రమేష్ గారు చాలా రోజుల నుంచి మాకు వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఇప్పుడు చేస్తాను అంటున్నారు కానీ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ చేస్తున్నారు. యు ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ ఇన్ అవర్ హార్ట్ సార్. We don't leave you like that. You are always with us. Thank you so much for that. Again, publicly, announcing that you want to be a volunteer for us. We need people because alone with 2-3 hands, we cannot work. We need more people, more service, more reach. Okay. So thank you so much. Have a good day. God bless you and all of us together. And we look forward to have more sessions like this again and again and again. Thank you, Rajeshwari, for anchoring today. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Namaste.
What next? Watch this video once again. You will get the answers.